Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
We are going. Hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Kelly, don't let Kelly. Hey,
now Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Box it. Get 300.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they can rip off any sort of a gain. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Here we go.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
11 empty, 11 empty. 11 Thomas. 11 empty, 11 empty.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. Hard throw, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Hey, take 26.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
You got 58. Uncle, over here. All right.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Take 30.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 10 now from the 27.
26.
Now it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He finds Watson complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Right back.
Second down, another shot for Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got it. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
50. Right there.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. Give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Burrow looking to pass. Airing one out for Boyd. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. 11. Now it's Burrow. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go, here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. The 40, 30, 10. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. To give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz. They dial it up. and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Gun.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Inside handoff to Mixon. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
11.
Burrow on play action. And that is incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
On 2.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
11.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. Right? But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
11 MT.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Eight yards to go on second down. Now it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Here we go.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Solid effort by Jair Alexander there defensively.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Rodgers going to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
All right.
And again, it's Rodgers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Right. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Easy.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Bengals will get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Now Burrow loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. He'll look to throw. Connected with Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw, Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That was no 3rd and 2, that was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing, Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
On one, ready?
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Dillon up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Rodgers looking to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. One of those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.